have created a program that is easy to use and feel that this is going to greatly reduce our contamination that we get at structural fires. It's sad, but 68% of all firefighters will get work-related cancers, and the stats don't lie, and we need to do something about it. No longer can we assume that this is fine and that it's part of the job. It is going to take some adjustment to do this type of post-fire decon, but we've made it as extremely easy as possible, and it really doesn't take that much work. So we hope that you review the training, you practice it, and you put it into effect. We come to work clean, so let's go home clean. And we hope that everyone has a long and prosperous career. Thanks.
In every apparatus, you'll have a post-fire decon kit. It will include one 5-gallon white bucket with a lid, one large yellow biohazard bag, which will become a bucket liner, 15 clear plastic garbage bags, 2 red bio bags, 1 scrub brush, 1 container of dish soap, 1 Excel TB Decon spray, 1 spray bottle filled with plain water, 1 box of action wipes, and 1 box of medical gloves. To assemble the post-fire decon kit, you will start by opening the yellow large biohazard bag and use as a liner for the bucket. Insert the bag into the bucket and slightly drape it over the edge to make ease for loading. The first thing that you'll be putting in the kit are the large items. Will be the dish soap, the Excel TB, and the sprayer filled with water. You'll place the box of medical gloves in, a full box of action wipes, post-fire decon wipes. Your 15 garbage bags will be rolled up and placed in a vertical. Place in the 2 red bio bags along with the large decon brush. Once everything has been placed inside the kit, the yellow bio bag can be pulled up and rolled into the center, creating a handle that'll be easy to pull out and deploy once on scene. Snap on the cap of the bucket and place it inside the apparatus. This will keep out any contaminant and water. Upon arriving at the fire scene, it will be the responsibility of the apparatus driver to set up the post-fire decontamination kit for all exiting crews. It should be noted that this will be set up once all necessary fire operations have been established. It is important to keep all windows and doors closed. This will reduce the amount of smoke contaminant that will enter the apparatus. The apparatus driver will grab the post-fire decontamination kit along with a traffic cone and set it up in an area that will be visible for all exiting crews. Fill the bucket with some soap and water. This can be used to clean our hands or any of the gear off that may be required. In addition, take the 4-gas and clip it on the side of the bucket. This will ensure that we are set up in a non-ideal H environment. The final component for post-fire decon is the use of an electric PPV fan. This will be set up in an area that will not impede fire operations. Upon exiting a structure or ideal H environment for the purpose of on-deck, recycle, rehab, and/or scene termination, the following shall be performed by every firefighter. It is important to remain on air when exiting the structure and work with your partner to clean off any excess debris or particulate that will be stuck to your bunker gear that you have accumulated during fire operations. Using the brush within the Decon kit, you'll be used to remove any particulate that will be around the helmets, SCBA, face piece, and/or zippers, starting from the top of the head and working your way down. It is important to remove any large particulate or anything that is visible that could come in contact with your skin. Using the spray bottle within the kit, lightly mist around the face piece and the zippers. This will help mitigate any particulate flying off your gear when you're opening your zippers. Firefighters will then open their coats and their pants, standing in front of the electric PPV van, allowing themselves to off-gas for a minimum of 90 seconds. It is very important to remember that you will remain on air for this process. Once you've completed standing in front of the fan for a minimum of 90 seconds, you can then go off air and proceed to recycle. If you'll be heading to rehab, remove your face piece and flash hood, and weather permitting, remove your bunker coat to further eliminate off-gassing in the rehab area. It's important to note that you should wash your hands as soon as possible. The McMaster report has found that there's a high percentage of contamination on your skin even though you're wearing gloves in a fire. Grab an action wipe packet from the post-fire decontamination kit. This action wipe has been designed and has enough area to clean your whole body. Using the wipes, clean around your eyelids, your nose, your face, ears and neck, and down around your chest. You can then wipe off your hands and lifting your shirt, clean down around your waistline, inner groin area. Once you've done with your action wipe, you can place it inside of the red bio bag. It's important to note that if you're going to be eating any food on scene, even though we've cleaned our hands, it's always important to wear medical gloves if you're going to be eating any food until we get back to the hall and have a shower. When crews are ready to terminate the scene, it is important that we remove all contaminated PPE before entering the apparatus. Start by placing N95 mask and wearing your medical gloves. Remove 3 of the clear plastic bags from the post-fire decontamination kit. In the first bag, you will place your bunker pants and coat. The second bag will have your helmet in it. And the final bag will have your SCBA. Each of the bags will be tied and sealed. You can then place your SCBA back in the appropriate SCBA holder. Your fire helmet can then be secured inside the appropriate holder and place your bunker gear on the floor of the apparatus. All three pieces of equipment are sealed within a bag and will not contaminate the inside of the apparatus. You and your crew are now ready to leave the scene and head back to your station. In the event that you're returning to your station and you are sent on a call, your gear is still easily accessible. Simply rip open the plastic bags and you'll have complete access to your gear. To tear down the post-fire decon kit, pour out the soap and water solution and place all the components back within the kit. The large yellow bio bag can then be used for all garbage accumulated at the scene. Upon returning to your station, remove all of the bags from the inside of the apparatus. Before removing the bags to clean your gear and SCBA, don medical gloves and N95 mask. When removing your PPE from the bag, set aside your radio, flashlight, helmet, boots, and any other personal hardware that you may have. You can then place your bunker pants, gloves, balaclava, bunker coat, and helmet liner in the bag and send it out for cleaning. Ensure that you have the proper paperwork completed and signed. Remove your SCBA from the plastic bag and separate the air cylinder and your SCBA mask. You can then remove your post-fire decontamination kit from the apparatus, remove all the components on the inside and fill it with soap and water. This can be used to clean all of your equipment. Using warm water and soap, wash down your SCBA, cylinder, face mask, helmet, and boots. With a damp cloth, wipe down your flashlight and radio. Avoid completely submerging these pieces of equipment. Follow the appropriate SCBA cleaning procedures for your face mask and your regulator. The final step is to replace all consumables that were used in the post-fire decontamination kit. Ensure that everything is replaced and put back in service on your apparatus. It's extremely important to have a shower as soon as possible. Studies have shown that nearly 90% of all contaminant can be removed from your skin if you have a shower within 6 hours of your exposure. So it's important to have a nice warm shower as soon as possible. Be sure to clean your dirty station wire as soon as possible, and always make sure that you have a clean set available to you at the station. It's recommended that over the next 24 hours you increase your water intake to help flush all contaminants from your body. One of the final components to the post-fire decontamination system is to clean the apparatus once we are back at our home station. Although we've taken precautions at the fire scene to close windows and doors, it's still important that we clean the interior of the compartment by washing the floors, wiping down interior surfaces, and cleaning the exterior of the apparatus. There's nothing glamorous about having an apparatus that smells like smoke. Remember, if you can smell it, you've been exposed. Cancer sucks, and it's time for us to fight back. Use these tips to reduce your risk of cancer from smoke exposure and toxic chemicals. Use your SCBA from initial operations through the completion of the overhaul. Air is free. Work as a team to remove gross contaminant from your PPE. Remain on air and allow your gear to off-gas before removing your SCBA. Use wet wipes to clean your hands, neck, jaw, face, and groin after fire operations are complete. Bag and seal all your contaminated PPE and SCBA. Shower immediately upon your return to the station. And use your spare gear.